Will not be tossing the coin with his long-time pal Tony Adams. The Arsenal captain is still injured. Gilles Garandi was scheduled to play alongside Martin Keown in the centre of defence, but he withdrew 45 minutes before the kick-off because of illness. Oleg Luzny answered a very, very late call. There's no Nigel Winterburn either, the Brazilian Silvinho selected ahead of the veteran left-back. In midfield, Emmanuel Petit plays despite a throat infection, and Ray Parlour is back after missing 8 games with ankle trouble. Bergkamp and Overmars are still injured. Kanu is needed by Nigeria for the African Nations Cup. So up front, there's a lot of responsibility for Thierry Henry and Davor Suker. Steve Bold is not the only connection to Arsenal in the Sunderland side. Stefan Schwarz had a season at Highbury in the mid-90s. Niall Quinn began his career at Arsenal before moving to Manchester City 10 years ago. Quinn is back in the side to resume his attacking partnership with Kevin Phillips, a boyhood Arsenal fan. So Sunderland at full strength with Eric Rapp preferred in the midfield.
Paul Alcock is the referee. Sunderland in their change strip, primarily of blue. Thomas Sorensen, a very talented young Danish goalkeeper. Schuker, and an early run in here for Thierry Henry. Well, maybe it came too quickly from the kick-off for the French forward. Davor Suker, his striking partner, very much involved in the setup. And you could see what Henry was trying to do to get it across Sorensen, but he didn't hit it sweetly enough, allowing Sunderland's goalkeeper to make an important early save. And as the ball had been put out for treatment to Henry, Parlour playing the game in the right way and observing the etiquette. Henry seems to be okay. He's bounced back into the pitch. Onto the pitch, I should say. Vieira. In goes Keown, who's missed a good number of games recently as well. Arsenal did play very well against Leeds to show what they're capable of in their last home game in the league. They were less impressive against Leicester here last Sunday in the FA Cup. And they've been dropping points away from home in the Premiership. Ljungberg trying to put some pressure on Sunderland in these important early minutes. Nicky Summerby having to come back and help Chris Makin on that far side. It's been a little bit of a slump from Sunderland's very high standards. They were thumped at Everton recently. They were unfortunate at Wimbledon. Well, they certainly had the chances before going home empty-handed. McCann, Luzny, who was really brought here to be the successor to Lee Dixon at right back, but he's getting a few games in the centre of defence in the circumstances that Arsenal find themselves in. Here's Henry off and running again. Oh, it's fizzed past Sorensen. Well, he's not worrying about the one he missed. Thierry Henry with only 3 minutes gone. A fine, fine goal for Arsenal. And Steve Bold having to backpedal back at Highbury. And Henry just shifting the ball to the side. And the sheer power overwhelming Sorensen. There's no doubt the Sunderland goalkeeper will be disappointed that this got past him. But just look at the power from Thierry Henry. A kick from Seaman directed at the main man at the moment, but Henry couldn't hold it up. Wow, another part of the French connection in this game. Great. And that's the ball. It's very hard to defend when now Quinn's around, and this giant of a man who probably has improved so much through experience, and he's got a sharp mind as well to go with his physique. He grew up here at Highbury. Gray's clearance, not finding Quinn this time. Bravely done by Silvinho. Ljungberg for the give and go with Schuker. Larkin doing some good mopping up there for Sunderland. It's a real chance for Davor Shuker now, with Kanu away for what could be several weeks, to start games regularly. There's no real encouraging news for Arsenal as far as Dennis Bergkamp is concerned. A calf injury that just won't go away. Phillips, long way out, not too far away. Well, he really has shown himself a player of real calibre at this level. And there's a measure of Kevin Phillips' confidence. Luzhny, headed back by Quinn. Actually, having controlled it well as he'd given it away, and now been drawn out of position trying to make up for his error. Schwarz. The error again offering a screen in front of the back line. Quinn trying to flick it. Phillips will turn here, and again wasting no time, letting fly at David Seaman's goal. It's a shoot-on-sight policy from Kevin Phillips. Bois, as he was caught, Bois just protesting that maybe Sunderland were penalised then, that the ball might have dropped for Phillips. To take the free kick. Not very well. Wasn't helped by the fact that Quinn slipped. And ended up kneeling rather than climbing. Henri. Now Shuker. Ljungberg bursting infield. Davor Shuker! Wonderful goal! Well, he's got a whole portfolio of those. But it's a relatively new home, this, for Shuker at Highbury. And he'll be thrilled to have produced one of his party pieces. This is world class from Davor Shuker. Perfect trajectory, perfect placement by the post. And Arsenal lead by 2-0. Superb. Arsenal are going to make a change. With half an hour gone, Freddie Ljungberg has to come off. And Stefan Maltz, the German from 1860 Munich, who's been taking a bit of time to settle here. They haven't rushed him into the senior side. Shuker! It's a goal! Sunderland hesitated, and at this level, he who hesitates is lost, and this game could well be lost for the team for the North East with little more than half an hour gone. A second for Shuker. Henri didn't give it up. When Butler was trying to let it run, and Davor Shuker said thank you very much indeed. He's got 2 in quick succession, and it is now Arsenal 3, Sunderland 0. Great. Quinn, he controlled that with an arm, not in the mind of the officials. That goes great. Arsenal collectively pushing up quite towards the halfway line, because they know the length of Sorensen's kick and the fact that Quinn can do so much with his headwork. Make it. Schwarz. That's lovely play from the Swede. Some of it. McCann. Now make it. 3 in the Arsenal penalty area in the Sunderland blue. Schwarz, who incidentally has just been voted Sweden's player of 1999. Arsenal's player of today. Davor Schuker with 2 goals, but Thierry Henry not far behind. It didn't go out. And Butler left embarrassed. Arsenal start the second period. Arsene Wenger's got a balancing act to do really with his substitutes. One would feel in these circumstances, with Petit not right health-wise, and Thaler being eased back into the first team today after a long absence. Berg already off. Henry, who's been very prominent. McCann. Here's Summerby. Having McCann again, looking for Quinn. Trying to steer it down to Nicky Summerby, which he did. Ball deflects off Luzhny. Sunderland have a corner. Well, comebacks in these situations are not impossible. They're dastardly difficult, you have to say. But an early goal in the second half, and who knows? David Seaman fisting away. Schwarz. Well, I think it was Petit who got in the line of the shot. Quinn waiting right in front of the goalkeeper, and then he didn't get it higher than that. Maybe the second ball will be more troublesome to Arsenal. Oh, it's now Quinn! So Sunderland have got something to bite on at the start of the second half. Inside 2 minutes since the restart, and Niall Quinn, who began his footballing life as a youngster here with Arsenal, scores for Sunderland at Highbury with the length of the leg certainly helping, and it's 3-1. Quinn's 9th of the season. So if Arsenal expected something of a stroll in the second period, they're sadly mistaken. I'm sure they didn't expect it. They would have hoped to get through the first 15 minutes of the second half with this 3-0 lead intact. Now at 3-1. Maltz gets them going forward again. Petit! Just too high. Maltz involved. Seeing Petit arriving. Had to be taken first time. Under challenge. Wow, make it. Looking for McCann. Using an easy pass to Waite. Maltz. But he needed a call. Caught by McCann. Didn't like it. The referee just having to intervene between the two. Arsenal, meanwhile, going on. And Phillips very nippily got there before Dixon, and was sprinting for the ball as well. Great. Schwarz, McCann, with time to line up the shot. David Seaman to take the pace out of it without trying to hold it first time. Off goes Chris Makin. He'll be replaced by the versatile Darren Williams, who's going straight into the right-back role. T now down. Vieira. Free kick to Arsenal, and Sunderland protest about that. McCann in the mix again. Steve Bold angry. He's got to... And we saw Dixon, he's trying to get the ball down to take the free kick. And Stefan Schwarz is doing everything possible to try and stop him, which he shouldn't really be allowed to do. They were colleagues once upon a time, Messrs Schwartz and Dixon. Now what's Paul Alcott going to do here? Having contented himself with a calming word to Petit. That seems to be the same policy to Schwartz, which is consistent. But the Swede, who's no stranger to trouble himself, could have seen yellow at least then for preventing the free kick being taken. And Arsenal have another free kick in the wide position this time, and by Schuker. T wanting to take it. Keown's come forward. Vieira in the thick of things as well. Patrick Vieira against the post, and knocked away by Michael Gray. I think that would have put Arsenal out of Sunderland's reach. Sorensen didn't really move. Silvino and Maltz, the usual left side to the Arsenal team, one expects to see. Wow. Quinn. Now Somerby. Looking for Niall Quinn, and he's found him. Quinn able to take a touch. Parler got back. It was important for Arsenal that he did. Parler again. Dixon on the move. Ahead of Schuker. Henry through the centre. Parler involved. And Henry! Well, pace and poise and passing ability in that Arsenal attack, and almost the penetration at the end of it that they wanted. Good stop by Sorensen. Petit to line up the corner here. Vieira has already hit the post in the second half, but it's not quite deep enough for him. It's good control by Phillips, short of support. Ranging pass from McCann. Somerby taking it on the burst. And Silvino with some Winterburn-like defending. Thomas Sorensen, although it was by his near post there, he still had to react very smartly. Good contact by Henry. It's Nicky Somerby's number is up, the number 7, and Kevin Kilban is very much enjoying life at the new club, Sunderland, having stepped up from West Bromwich Albion, previously with Preston, the Republic of Ireland international. Played with much more pride, Sunderland, in the second half. And Arsenal still not yet home and dry in front of their own fans, despite the real bonus of scoring 3 goals without reply in the first half. Dixon coming in with a foot up, seen as dangerous play. No complaints from the culprit. Well, it's an opportunity to get the ball towards their usual target. They didn't take that opportunity, Sunderland. And Henry, the break on for Arsenal. Parler plays it right. Henry can gallop into space here. Williams trying to get across. Henry! Good stop by Sorensen. Ricochet doesn't quite reach Parler, and twice Thomas Sorensen in quick succession has frustrated Henry. Arsenal played that beautifully on the break. Maltz. Now Schuker trying to head it to Henry. Well, either of these Henry chances goes in, then that's the point certainly for Arsenal. Quinn, it drops for Phillips. He's only got Quinn to work with. And Quinn did enough to make Keown kick it out, because it's Sunderland's throw well forward. Williams, unattended by Arsenal, as is McCann. Gray, another goal for Sunderland now, really would set up the finale. But Arsenal again counter-attacking with a chance to kill off the contest. Patrick Vieira, Henry, Vieira just waiting for the cutback, here he is. The ball went skywards, the eyes went skywards, and it still remains at 3-1. Arsenal not without chances in this second period. Silvinho. Usually with the back pass. There's a good connection with the kick by Seaman. What Butler could do is head it out. And Sunderland want to try and settle into some controlled possession. We're inside the last 10 minutes now. And Arsenal still 2 goals to the good. Vieira, Henry. Henry skips round Bold. Can Arsenal wrap it up here? Well, that will break Sunderland's resistance, surely. And it's typical of the way Thierry Henry has been in recent league games here. And it's embarrassing for Steve Bold to see the young French forward nip past him. And this time Thierry Henry takes his chance, sliding it under Sorensen. Arsenal 4, Sunderland 1. 2 for Henry, 2 for Schuker, and surely the points in the bag. Silvinho. Silvinho quickly with the throw, Maltz. Silvinho will have it back. Schuker wanting an earlier cross. Maltz. Henry. Schuker. Gray turns away. Williams. That was, I think, Dixon trying to find the goalkeeper. But Sunderland, understandably, not operating a full tilt going forwards. McCann. Gray, chance to clip it up into Quinn country. In goes Niall Quinn. Good delivery by Gray, certainly something for Quinn to fight for against Luzhny. Kilban, Williams. Quinn. Plucking apples for David Seaman. Arsenal have got 2 up. Well, I started by saying that there was tremendous responsibility on Thierry Henry and Davor Schuker for Arsenal today, and how they have shouldered that responsibility. 2 Schuker goals in quick succession in the first half, in the middle of 2 from Thierry Henry. Henry's first after just 3 minutes, and his second settling the game after the Sunderland side, captained by Steve Bold, had started the second half much better, and Niall Quinn, another ex-gunner returning to Highbury today, had collected a goal. But this was a very important game to win for Arsenal, to get their mood right as far as the league is concerned, to go to Manchester United a week on Monday. They're now level on points with Manchester United, though they have played 3 games more. And the margin of victory, as they say, will look very good in the newspapers tomorrow morning. It is Arsenal 4, Sunderland 1.